Welcome back, and joining me for a closer look at what's played out on the market scene today is Odwa Magwentshu from Momentum Securities. Thank you so much for your time. Odwa, I hope the performance of the JSE today sets the tone for the month to come. Of course, first day of trading in March, and we have seen the JSE posting incredible gains, almost 2% on the day in the green. What's got the bourse so fired up?
If you look at the board, you'll find that the platinum miners actually came out on top this time around, having a very strong performance on their front. If you look at the underlying minerals, platinum and palladium up 4% before close of the day today. So that it started things off. However, we also had an onslaught of results coming out today, the likes of so many, the likes of Sunterm, RCL Foods, etc., etc. So everything, and some very impressive results as well across the board. So it was generally a good day today.
Well, before we get to the biggest gain now when it comes to those results, which is Aspen, let's actually go into the annual results of the actual company, the JSE. The bourse source growth from the top line to the bottom line. We have actually seen continued growth momentum in the numbers that the JSE has been producing. I also saw that stock up 2% today. Talk to me about the power behind it.
Diversification, to put it mildly. You find it ironic that the JSE is now diversifying. However, they're investing in other businesses only outside of equity has definitely benefited. However, locally as well, we had GNU bring some positive insights to the markets, giving that hunger again from international investors. We saw that coming in. And then again, diversification. Besides, we also have commodity derivatives also gaining some traction that are on their balance, on the income statement. So across the board, just the wealth of products that they offer benefited them in the long run.
Well, talking about hunger, that's definitely something that people who are using GLP-1 drugs are not experiencing. Let's go into Aspen. Of course, we know their involvement with Eli Lilly's Mounjaro. They released their interim results today, with the numbers being negatively impacted by the stronger rand. But looking at it from a constant currency basis, those numbers seemed strong. Share price surging 12%. How did you swallow that pill?
It was very impressive. Aspen has had some teething problems over the past few years, and now with this latest result, I was quite impressed. As you said, across all businesses, very good growth, especially if you look at the prescription business, also growing almost double, near 20%, double digits clearly. So they have been having some strong growth overall. They are also looking at other acquisitions as well to build to their portfolio, something in China as well. That is almost at its closing. So overall, they are looking very positive at this point. As you said, currently, because of that low start-off point, the business is looking like it's turning around very profitably and in a good direction.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's get into Bidvest. They released their interim results, their revenue climbing by 6%, but growth in the bottom line more subdued. It was quite interesting to also see the share price movements, because initially I saw the stock giving up about 2%, but reversing all those losses, ending up in a green territory. How did you view those numbers?
A little bit expected. However, it was overall good. They're suffering with a solar business that was once 2 years ago a great business that got them a lot of income and revenue. Another business is obviously the logistics and freight business, which is suffering due to infrastructure issues we have as a country. However, overall, they are sitting positively. And the nice thing about their diversified business is that when one's performing, another one is doing bad, but and vice versa. Another thing that also is interesting is getting rid of Bidvest Bank. It does seem like that is still on the cards, and everything is still going smoothly. So on that front, everything's still nice. So again, the pullback in the beginning, I think that investors were a bit shocked to see the results. However, overall, the business is still going smoothly. Again, not shooting out the lights, but because of the diversification, things are going okay.
All right. Before we get to your stock pick, let's quickly go into Italtal, also coming out with 6-month results. They talk about a tale of 2 quarters. Interesting also is that with every challenge that they've recorded, they've been coming in with how they will tackle that headwind. Stock, though, plunging 5%. What did investors get?
I believe that investors, especially if they say stating that it was a tale of 2 halves.
Yeah.
The first half was doing very badly, and then the second half was much better, thanks to, in part, firstly lowering interest rate numbers, lowering inflation, increasing disposable income for the consumer. However, there's also the 2-part system now. With all that being said, I believe that what the investor is taking into consideration is the continuation or the sustainability of those 3 factors that help the business perform well in the second quarter. And I think that underlines the ultimate situation, especially with growing concerns internationally, and tomorrow being the first day of tariffs. I think that is definitely a concern to investors.
All right. Well, let us get to your stock pick for today. Odwa, what are you betting on?
Today, I'm betting on Telkom. I believe that the business has been working very strongly through these over the past many years to get to this level where they've got the nice infrastructure growing for the fiber network, and also their mobile data business is growing quite strongly. And I think that now investors are starting to see the benefit of the business, and that's why it's my stock pick at the moment.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and for your analysis on what has moved our money today, Odwa. That was Momentum Securities' Odwa Magwentshu.